Welcome everyone to Essential Erin Intuitive's Halloween treat. I'm going to use a novelty deck based on one of my all-time favorite TV shows, Supernatural. I realize not everyone is familiar with it, so I'll do my best to give a quick bio on the featured characters as I go. I hope you all enjoy it, and now it's time to carry on my wayward viewers. And so Gemini, we're going to be starting with Gadriel, the Empress, Mary Winchester, the Two of Blades, the High Priestess, the Supreme Witch Rowena, Strength, Vampire Benny, and the Wheel of Fortune featuring that rabbit's foot. And if you guys are Supernatural fans, you remember how funny that episode was. It was great. So that being said, let's go ahead and get started with Gadriel. So with Gadriel, he was the angel assigned to keep evil from the Garden of Eden. And with his ultimate failure, which we all know he did, it also lands corruption in the world of mankind. Corruption creeps its way into our realm. That means that he has to accept his failure over and over again. Whenever he looks at mankind, whenever he observes the earth, he sees that his failure is eternal, so to speak. And for that reason, he continually and perpetually beats himself with guilt. He, flagellates? He beats himself with guilt. He reminds himself, I made a failure that will last forever. And that is a pretty big deal. But for you, Gemini, I think it's just saying that you need to learn from your mistakes. So if you make a mistake, and we are bound to, because we are only human, so we know we're going to make mistakes, and if you do, you have to learn from them. So put that in your arsenal, Gemini. You need to accept that you've made the mistake and then learn from it. So that is what Gadriel and the Five of Goblets is reminding us of. We're only human, and when we, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and start all over again, right? So with the Empress, the wonderful Mary Winchester, she's a powerful, protective, and nurturing maternal figure. And she is also the mother of our favorites, Sam and Dean Winchester. So with Mary and the Empress, we realize that we should lead with compassion. So you know that you have the power. You know you are the maternal figure. So you don't have to constantly flex that. And sometimes, especially when dealing with adult children or other adults, you cannot just say, I know better, I'm the mom, or whatever. You can't do that. You have to be mindful of, use what we're always referring to as emotional intelligence, and realize how you need to come at someone, how you need to project your ideas onto someone else. It's called an opinion. Everybody has one, but when you have a strong opinion and you know it's the right one, the Empress and Mary remind you that to get to a faster victory, to get that successful end, it's better to use guidance and kindness and nurture that person or those people into what you believe and what you would like to see them do. You'll get there a lot faster than bullying or just telling them they have to because you said so. So with the Two of Blades, again, we're saying stay true to yourself. A tough decision is coming up, but you have to stick to your beliefs and protect your moral compass. So again, we're saying, learn from your mistakes. Know when you need to take advice from someone. But then we have the Two of Blades coming along, and it's telling you that you need to make sure that you are staying true to yourself, that you're not going against your wishes. If the Empress, should you be the Empress, or should someone in your realm, your little area, be the Empress, you know that you have to be true to yourself. Whether it's your idea or someone else's, you need to be true to yourself. So then we have the High Priestess. Now it's funny that you have these two very strong female presences in your reading. But with that saying, Gemini, if you are a female, saying you're going to be feeling in control of your world. You're going to feel like you are definitely on the right path and you are following your path. If you're not a female Gemini, then you are going to, I would say you're going to have some very powerful women coming for you, coming to help you. Now, you also have strength. You have Benny, and I will get back to the High Priestess, but you also have Now, poor Godriel, I don't think that he's going to be any help to you because he's kind of wallowing in pity. You self-pity. You don't want to be there. But Benny represents very strong ties, very strong loyalty. It's not saying it's all about the women. It's all about the female empowerment or the female power in your reading, because you definitely have Benny there, and he is very strong. He's plenty strong for all the guys out there. But with the High Priestess, what Ms. Rowena here is talking about is that you have to trust your intuition. So she is able to regain her power time and time again. And why? Because she exudes confidence. She is, as we said, supremely skilled to overcome obstacles, and her obstacles are usually huge and magical. So when we think about how many times we've seen Rowena come up, especially from where she's been, dealing with the loss of her son and seeing that he is now the king of hell, she's had a lot of come-ups, and so it's because she is so determined to be in command, to be where she wants to be. So she reminds you, and the High Priestess reminds you, you must dig deep. Find your strength. Find your real inner core, what you believe in, and keep going. Move right through that. Press right through it. So in her own way, she is strength for you as well. So you have Rowena and you have Benny both telling you, Gemini, that you are strong. You have more power than you know, and so act on that. Get more confidence going, because you have it within you to do this. And then last but not least, we have the Wheel of Fortune. And that rabbit's foot is featured right in the middle there. So even though we know being centered within that Wheel of Fortune is always the prime spot, it reminds us that what comes around goes around. So the cyclical nature, the way the cycles of nature move forward in the world of fortune or the realm of fortune, remind you to appreciate the good times, but also remember that the bad ones aren't going to last forever. So as we said, we're starting with Godriel there, and we're ending with the Wheel of Fortune. Both of them saying mistakes happen, but if you're wise and you're realistic, you will know that you will make mistakes and you will come out for the better on the other side if you pay attention to what happened. So Gemini, it looks like you have lots of good things coming your way, but you are going to be very, your skill and your confidence will be tested this week. So that is what I am seeing for you. Happy Halloween.